Hey, what is going on, guys? It is MindedBike98 back with another video. This video is going to be short and sweet, but I'm going to try and make it as informational as possible. This video is how to get better at Fortnite Battle Royale with editing. I have gone over several topics that involve building, which were in creative mode. I have gone over some within the game itself. I have even gone over the HUD tool layout with the building obstacle. But for today, we are just going to focus our eyes on the editing portion of building. Now, first of all, in my last video, I went over the editing button. That would be the little icon that looks like a build option to edit. It's not hard to find. It's not the shapes. It's just the building editing button. I went over my last video and I told you guys that there are two different types of that button. There's one where you can push it once to edit and once again to put it back towards normal shape. And then there's one where you can simply edit and then click it to simply edit it manually back. And you can easily edit it any way you want with that one. But I personally use the one where you can edit it once, push it again to put it back to original shape. Now, as many of you should know, that editing is very important in Fortnite. It has gotten a lot of fame for YouTubers and players like yourself. Now, the reason for that is because a lot of people are starting to use the edit shooting tactic. Now, that's not what it's called, it's just what I'm putting it as just for the video, but what it basically means is you edit out a window or a corner of the build and you use a shotgun or a sniper rifle to shoot. Now, some people do use AR weapons, SMGs, or even RPGs to edit. But most people typically use a typical sniper or the shotgun. Now, don't get me wrong. At first, it is going to be hard to edit on mobile, and by the way, that is what this video is for Fortnite Mobile. But just in general for Fortnite editing, it is going to be tough either way when you're just starting off or when you're still getting used to the whole editing portion of Fortnite itself. I am still getting used to it, trying to get better. I'm not the best, I'm trying to get there though. Now, before we go further into the video, I just want to mention, please like the video. I do put a lot of time into editing these videos, but now that I have Pace Fuji to help me out with these editing skills. By the way, shout out to him for the video that I'm posting after this one, which is a fishing challenge videos. Thank you. He's been a really big help on trying to get these posted as soon as possible. And please do not forget about the giveaway I'm having on the channel. It's coming up in a couple of weeks. I'll let you know when it does come out. But try to carry up those points if you want to know how to enter. If you want to know how to build up with those points, do go to the description below. It has all the information that you need on getting those points and how to enter. Now, part of that entering process is following my Instagram and Twitter. I have updates on there, maybe even sneak peeks for future videos. And last but not least, on Instagram, I am holding a poll for the next video that I am holding tomorrow. Please do go ahead and vote in there. It's between sniper and shotgun how-to videos. But if you guys are having any other concerns about how to get better at Fortnite in your own problems or ways, do not be afraid to put down in the comment section what your problem is, and I will be sure to try and include it in any of my future videos. But anyway, getting back into the video with editing. Now, if you guys are in a build battle, but you are all boxed in and trying to keep an intruder or the opponent out, a big help with that is editing your way through the wall or floor or even the roof, which is a bit more complicated, but it shouldn't be too hard if you work at it. Now, if you do try to edit out, big recommendation, edit a door or cut out a fraction of the side of the wall and build out to the side of it, box yourself back in, but try to keep the top open so that you're free to shoot. If you want to keep part of the top closed, you can easily use the roof or the floor icon and edit it in a way that regular snipers or anyone in the background cannot shoot you, and be sure to edit it back when you're trying not to get shot by the opponent you're facing. Now another thing I want to go over is healing. Now many people, not all, but many people or players box themselves in when they are healing, which is very, very smart, but the problem is getting out. Now, it's not such a problem, it's just a recommendation from me. If you're trying to get out of the box, try to edit instead of destroy the side of the box. Because say if you don't pay attention and there's someone that just so happens to be around you and comes around to the front of the box and you just so happen to punch one of the walls, floors, or the roof, or whichever one it is, you're gonna have to rebuild that, and you might not have enough time to do that. But if you edit yourself out, you won't have to rebuild it. All you'll have to do is edit it back to its original shape, which again, using that edit button with the automatic shape, going back to the original shape, it will actually help you a lot more than punching your way out and having to waste your time to rebuild it. Now switching back to the offensive side of a build battle. Now say there is an opponent that you're going against that is inside of a box, but you're trying to get yourself in. Now this idea, I won't lie, I got this one from Pays Fuji and a little bit from YouTube previously, but it is a good tip that I'm going to mention in this video. If you're trying to get inside the box, you can use a stairway to get inside the box. But say you do take one of the walls, the roof, or even the floor, you might want to take one of those builds and make it your own, or try to rebuild it on your own before they have a chance to rebuild it themselves. You can use that and edit your way to shoot them, like through a window, or editing half of the box out just to shoot them, of course, or trying to get in and shoot them from that angle. But taking that build and editing is a really good way to get your opponent to digress and die faster. Now if you guys do need to get better at editing itself, creative mode is a fantastic way to do that. I have my own portion within my creative mode that I use just for editing. Now I use it with targets, I use it with a basic wall or maybe a floor edit, but you can easily do it with creative mode. Now if you guys want access to my creative mode world, I will have it soon. Right now I'm trying to get the followers or the subscribers of my channel, whether it's on Twitter, Instagram, or YouTube, just to be able to get that creator code for it. So please be sure to subscribe again and go follow me on Instagram and Twitter so I can get that code so you guys can use my world to help you in your editing skills. Now another strategy I use with editing is not precisely me who's editing, it's the opponent I'm going against. Now whether it's close or far, if my opponent is trying to edit a window or cut out a portion of his build, I do try to shoot him every time he does that sometimes, if the opportunity is right for me to do that. Now if you are in a situation that you are defending yourself against an enemy trying to get at you while you say you are in a box, but you're not able to edit for whatever reason you have, my recommendation is, if you do not already have a stair, place a stair, and if they are on the ground level, try to go through the rooftop and go around and get out of there and use a shotgun or an SMG to put them to the ground. Now it's not related to editing, but it is a good strategy to try to take your opponent down. Now if you are trying to get better at editing, or you need to more ease of access to building or editing, you can easily do that by adjusting the icons on your screen to the position where your thumb can actually reach them, and a portion of the screen that you will remember easily. And that is going to be the end of today's video. I know it was short, but I tried to include as much information as I could compile from the internet that people needed to know. But anyway, this is going to be the end of the video. Please make sure to like the video. It would be much appreciated. We do put a lot of time into editing these videos for you guys. And do not forget about the giveaway coming up in a couple of weeks. Go down to the description below to get all the information you need to know to enter the giveaway and earn all the points you need to earn in order to get that giveaway prize. Any audio, music, or soundtrack you hear in this video is not mine. I am not claiming it. It is just for viewers' entertainment.